Hi, good morning. Simon Devane here, Chief Executive of Pure Sports Medicine and one of the directors of the MSK Partners Network. I am going to tackle a video this morning based on the government-backed job retention scheme. I think we're all aware of the concept of now moving to furlough our employees, and I know there's been a lot of questions out there, so this video is really just talking about my experiences and my interpretation. The caveat is that this does not constitute advice. Clearly, if you've got any detailed questions, do seek advice from your HR professionals or indeed your lawyers. But hopefully this context is useful, particularly in the backdrop of what you are dealing with in your individual businesses. What is it? It's effectively a consultation process with your employees. We are asking them to agree to a change in their working circumstances. And I think that's a really important point. You cannot force your employees to be furloughed. They do have to agree to take up this offer of government-backed support and effectively join your company job retention scheme. And then moving them to being furloughed, which really is where you are granting them a leave of absence, but their employment rights are retained, and clearly they have a job at the end of it, which is the goal for everyone, to get through this and provide employment for our staff on the other side. So I'm sure most of you are aware that the amount the government will support is 80% of the base salary of your employees, up to a maximum of £2,500 per month, and that is a pre-tax number. I think it's important when laying that out to your staff to understand it's before tax. So just going through the process that we've adopted at Pure Sports Medicine, and some of my experiences in going through this. Really important to get buy-in early from your employees. They are key stakeholders in your business. They have a key role to play in helping your business get through this and securing their own employment on the other side. So I think share as much information as possible and as much information as you feel comfortable sharing. I think context of your individual situation, the individual situation of your business in this unprecedented time is really important for staff to help contextualize their position and where they're at. Keep it personal. Individual emails and letters I think are really important. A personal note from a director, a chief executive or a chairman goes a very long way in I think just solidifying the message and indeed thanking your employees for their contribution, the part that they are playing in helping to secure the future of your business. You need their agreement, as I mentioned before, so please ask for a response via email, probably within a given time frame. And I would caveat that at the end of the letter by saying, if you do not hear back from them, that acceptance will be inferred. I think that's a really important point, just to emphasize that we are looking for and need the agreement of our employees for them to be furloughed. So just looking at some of the questions that have come through from our staff, and hopefully these cover everything that you guys are also encountering out there. Can I undertake paid work while being furloughed? It actually depends on your employment situation. So if you're a full-time employee, the answer is no. You cannot undertake any other paid work. If you're a part-time employee and you also have another part-time employed job, you can be furloughed from one job and continue working in the other. Another example we have is we have a physio who works for us 4 days a week, and the other 1 day a week he is employed by a university. So he is being furloughed for the 4 days with us, but will continue to work for the university 1 day a week. And that's absolutely fine. Can I undertake voluntary work while being furloughed? And the short answer is yes, you can. We've had a lot of our staff inquiring about taking up voluntary positions with the NHS, and clearly that's something that we would look to support them on. I am being furloughed, but I still want to contribute to the business I work for. What can I do? Employees can choose to volunteer their time, contributing to things like social media, content creation, engaging with training, mandatory training, or CPD. That is all fine. The line that we've taken is that they cannot undertake any paid work or work that generates revenue, like patient consultations. So that's just a decision we've taken and our interpretation of the government guidelines to date. Clearly, if they get updated and they change, we may review this position, but as it stands, this is our view on it. I've been furloughed, but I've been offered a paid job in the NHS. Can I take it? This is a decision the business would need to take, but effectively you would need to remove the employee from being furloughed, so they would not receive any further government backing or backing from yourselves, and you would be granting them a leave of unpaid leave of absence from your business to take up this paid post, and acknowledging that you would have a job for them at the end of it. So again, very individual in terms of your appetite or desire to support them, but clearly I think a lot of us would love to be able to support our staff who wanted to take up valuable roles in the NHS. The other question from a business perspective, can I contribute additionally to the 2,500 minimum or maximum contribution from the government? Our interpretation is that you can, and clearly if you have some staff that are on higher salaries, you may wish to contribute from a business perspective to top up that salary. Hopefully these thoughts have been useful. It is a delicate topic. We have successfully gone through the process with 75 employees so far, and I must say that the responses have been overwhelmingly positive. So hopefully you have similar experiences. I can't emphasise enough clear and concise communication with your employees and sharing as much of your challenge with them as you feel comfortable, because we're all in this together. So thanks very much for listening, and hopefully it's been of use. Once again, MSK Partners Network, we are working to lobby on behalf of the MSK sector, so if you want to get involved, it's only £1 to join up for 6 months, so come and support us and support the sector in trying to move some things forward. Thank you.